calling it the airborne toxic event.
Evacuate all places of residence.
This is not the movie, this is the real thing. It's going down right now in East Palestine, Ohio. A train derailment leading to a vinyl chloride outbreak, which the governor decided to burn off, is causing a very dangerous situation for the people out there.
20 of them carrying hazardous materials as flames lit up the sky in northeastern Ohio.
The evacuation order is in place for anyone within a mile radius of the crash site.
These aren't storm clouds. This is the burn off in East Palestine. This is not storm clouds. Look at it.
This is horrible. I got arrested because I was trying to do a live report about what people need to know.
Officials are claiming that the air and water are safe. Residents say they can still smell chlorine. They've complained about their eyes watering when they go outside.
Please leave the area.
You may be asking yourself, why haven't I heard of this? Or when I heard of this, it wasn't a big deal. Well, check out what happened to this reporter who tried reporting the truth while the governor was speaking.
NewsNation correspondent Evan Lambert complying with orders while on air, ending his live shot during Governor Mike DeWine's press conference Wednesday. But it's the moment that follows when the situation escalates. 4 officers approach Evan, multiple cameras rolling nearby. Evan audibly explains he was simply doing a live shot in accordance with the rules and the law. You can hear as the situation becomes more tense, Evan says, "Don't touch me." As he begins to walk back toward the press conference, officers remove Evan from the gym and forcibly take him to the ground, cuffing him.
You guys, he's a national correspondent. You cannot do this.
I'm a reporter with NewsNation. It's all being recorded right now.
This is horrible.
Because you can't talk to people about doing their jobs.
Oh my God, I cannot believe this.
What's that?
This is horrible.
If you want more specifics on what's going on in the situation in East Palestine, watch the next clip.
This hasn't been getting a lot of coverage, and the coverage that it has been getting hasn't been very good. So let's talk about the trail derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. East Palestine's about an hour north of Pittsburgh, almost halfway to Cleveland. Norfolk Southern has a rail line that goes right through town, and this derailment happened right on the edge outside of town on the border of PA and Ohio. Of the cars that crashed, 5 of them contained vinyl chloride. It's a monomer used to make PVC. The reporting on this has gotten vinyl chloride confused with polyvinyl chloride, the polymer made out of vinyl chloride. Now, the reason that this distinction is really important is vinyl chloride is very hazardous and very flammable. Polyvinyl chloride is a plastic that's used in like everything. The other thing about vinyl chloride is that it boils at 8 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's shipped in its liquid form. Meaning that when these trains crashed and these started leaking, they weren't just leaking liquid, but they were spewing boiling gas. So vinyl chloride is really toxic. OSHA has the permissible limit of how much you can be exposed to it during an 8-hour shift as a 1 ppm part per million, average over 8 hours. So prior to this, the biggest spill of this chemical was in New Jersey, where 1 train car and about 23,000 gallons of vinyl chloride were spilled, but it didn't catch on fire. Now, this crash in Ohio has 5 train cars. These kinds of tanker cars can carry between 25 and 33,000 gallons. Let's call it 250 to 250,000 pounds of vinyl chloride. That's per train car, 5 train cars. There's maybe 1 million pounds of this toxic chemical spilling into the ground and also boiling off into the air. But then it caught on fire. I think this is where the reporting is really bad because no one is mentioning what the byproduct of vinyl chloride burning is. Of the many byproducts of burning vinyl chloride, one of them is hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen chloride is really unstable and latches onto water, like just water vapor in the atmosphere, and that turns into hydrochloric acid. So right now, government officials from the railroad, both the governor of Pennsylvania and Ohio are calling burning off the 1 million pounds of this stuff a success, but not mentioning that it means that we have hundreds of thousands of pounds of acid in the air.